Our History Center is also celebrating Indiana's bicentennial. Throughout the year, the center will share many historic items with us for its 200 at 200 event. Some highlights so far include an air sock used by Charles Lindbergh. Just Lindbergh, don't need to add the Linden in there. The first phone book and phone in Allen County, and an old ledger turned into a scrapbook. You can find out more about these items on our website, wayne.com.
And speaking of items, we're joined this morning by Todd Pelfrey from the History Center. And Todd, you've got a different theme that happens with this exhibit every month. What is this month's theme?
Right. Throughout the year 2016, during our state's bicentennial, we're highlighting a different theme each month. And in August, our theme shifts to a world of arts and culture. We're going to be highlighting those visual and performing arts groups and cultural and heritage institutions that have beautified and benefited our community for generations. And we thought it would be a wonderful time for us to share our own story, the story of the Allen County Fort Wayne Historical Society.
And so a lot of these items that you have here on the table in front of us are actually discussed in this book in particular.
Right. Our organization traces its origins to 1901, when the local chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution began collecting historical materials. Our agency itself was founded in 1921. For many years, we were located at the old Sweeney Homestead until we moved to the old City Hall building in 1980. Now, for the past 95 years, our organization has been collecting historical materials of both local, regional, and national value. And along with the objects themselves comes the information, the stories, and the histories behind each piece. Now, to do that, one has to professionally and very stoically and accurately record all of the information, or it could just be lost for history, lost to history. So in 1947, we began the first really concerted method of collecting all of these stories. So we thought that for a world of arts and culture, what better way to tell our story than to highlight the first registration book for the organization.
Wow.
And then what is some of this stuff, too? Because we've got that and this. We've got a lot of stuff in here today.
Well, we have a lot of stuff here this morning. That's right. Yep. Just for fun, we thought, let's go back to the registration book, and within the first 10 pages, take a look at some of those pieces that were collected between February and October 1947. So we have about a dozen or so pieces that we're going to be sharing here this morning, and also online through our virtual exhibit and at the museum through our physical exhibit.
So real quick, take us through some of the items. We've got a really neat typewriter here.
This is a really cool typewriter.
Yeah.
This is the oldest typewriter in our collection. It is an 1882 model.
Wow.
And it has the distinction of being a very rare variety called an up-type model. Those of us that do remember typewriters remember the front type apparatus. And you can see that the keys would have struck the ribbon and then typed on the page underneath it. This type of typewriter didn't last very long because the typists couldn't see what they were actually typing.
Wow. And we're almost out of time, too, but let's go with one other item, the glasses.
The glasses are really cool. These belong to the Arantz family. You know, Fort Wayne residents from the early 20th century will remember the Arantz family. They had a wonderful candy company, and for years throughout the late 1800s, they shared glasses. These are a number 22 vision.
I think my lenses are a little bit bigger than
There you go. Try them on a break.
Well, thanks for being here. This is great. We
Thanks,
always
Todd.
have so much to discuss with you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
200 at 200 runs all year long, and you can see a new item on first Saturday every month right here on News Channel 15.